So, what if I told you that one of the most famous self-help books ever written has a secret that it never actually tells you? That's right. Today, we're going to go deep inside Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich and really uncover the hidden psychological principles that made this book an absolute legend. Okay, to really get this book, you've got to picture the year it came out, 1937. I mean, the world is shattered by the Great Depression. Banks have totally failed. Fortunes have just vanished overnight. And for millions of people, hope isn't just a distant memory, it's basically dead. The air is just thick with misery and total financial ruin. And then, right in the middle of all this despair, this book shows up with this almost laughably bold title, Think and Grow Rich. I mean, seriously, it sounds like a total fantasy, right? An impossible promise when the odds are stacked against everyone. But was it really so impossible? See, this wasn't just some guy's wishful thinking. No way. The secret at the heart of this book, it wasn't just dreamed up overnight. It was forged over 2 decades in the fire of American industry. We're talking about a massive, serious research project. And get this, the project was commissioned by none other than Andrew Carnegie himself. Yeah, the Andrew Carnegie. He gave a young Napoleon Hill a huge challenge. He said, I want you to spend the next 20 years interviewing 500 of the world's most successful people. We're talking Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, guys like that. And find the common thread. Was there a repeatable formula for massive success? And Hill, he was convinced he'd found it. But here's the catch, and this is what makes the book a total legend. Hill never actually comes out and says what the secret is. Nope, he claims it's woven into every single chapter, like a hidden message just waiting for the reader who's truly ready to find it. So think about that. He didn't just write a guide, he designed a puzzle for your mind. So the first key to solving that puzzle, it isn't out there in the world of business or finance. No, it's inside. It's in the internal world of your own mind. It all starts with controlling your thoughts. The starting point for literally all achievement, according to Hill, is what he calls a burning desire. Now, let's be really clear. This is not just kind of wishing you had more money. A wish is passive, right? A burning desire is an all-consuming obsession. Hill tells this great story about Edwin C. Barnes. This guy was dead set on becoming Thomas Edison's business partner. He had zero money, zero connections, but he just showed up. And he refused to leave until he proved his worth. That is the difference. Okay, and this is where the theory gets real. Hill lays out a super precise 6-step formula. But this isn't just some to-do list you check off. No, it's a psychological tool. It's designed to take that fuzzy wish and turn it into a concrete, undeniable reality inside your head. It's basically about giving your obsession a blueprint. So why the heck do you have to read that statement out loud? Well, this brings us to what might be the book's most powerful idea, auto-suggestion. Hill saw the mind kind of like an iceberg. You've got your conscious mind. That's the little tip you see above the water. It's logical, it's full of doubt. But the real power, that's in the subconscious, the massive part hidden below the surface. It's emotional, and here's the key. It believes whatever you tell it. It is the captain of your ship. So when you read that 6-step statement out loud, and you do it with real feeling, it's basically a form of self-hypnosis. You're bypassing that skeptical conscious mind and planting your goal directly into the rich, fertile garden of your subconscious. You're literally reprogramming the captain of your ship with brand new sailing orders. But of course, before you can plant all those new seeds, you gotta pull the weeds. Hill points to these 6 main fears that just sabotage our subconscious minds and stop us from succeeding. And he argues that the fear of poverty, well, that one is by far the most destructive. It paralyzes our ability to think straight and just kills our imagination. Okay, so mastering your own mind is huge, but it's only half the battle. Hill knew that true, massive success, it's almost never a solo mission. Once you get your internal world lined up, you have to tap into the power of the external world. And that means the power of other people. Hill had a special name for this, the mastermind. And look, this is way more than just teamwork. Think of it like a strategic alliance. He said that when you align with other people in a spirit of total harmony, you create this mental synergy. It doesn't just add to your power, it multiplies it, like exponentially. And this is where Hill's idea gets a little bit out there, but it's also incredibly powerful. He claimed that when 2 minds truly harmonize, they create this invisible, intangible third mind. It's not just you plus the other person. It's a brand new collective intelligence that is way, way greater than the sum of its parts. It's a creative force you can actually tap into. Henry Ford is the perfect example of this. The guy had very little formal education, but what did he do? He surrounded himself with brilliant engineers, lawyers, financiers, the best of the best. Through his mastermind group, he had access to literally any specialized knowledge he needed. It just proves you don't have to know everything yourself. You just have to align with the people who do. So, when you start putting all these pieces together, the burning desire, the auto-suggestion, the mastermind, you begin to see what this book is really all about. This right here, this is the ultimate secret. It's the one power, the only power that no one can ever take away from you. If you can truly master your thoughts, you can master your destiny. Everything else, the wealth, the success, the happiness, it's all just a byproduct of that internal control. So at the end of the day, here's the real secret. Think and Grow Rich isn't really a book about money. It's a user manual for your own brain. It's designed to help you delete the viruses, all that fear and doubt, and install brand new software, the software of unshakable belief. The riches, that's just the natural result of that mental upgrade. So the secret, it isn't some magic phrase or a hidden word. It's the person you become when you actually apply these principles. In a way, the book reads you more than you read it. Which leaves us with the single most important question of all, the one Napoleon Hill would want you to answer for yourself. What is your definite, burning, all-consuming chief aim in life?